Today I want to talk to you about the 5 things you should do before you quit your job in order to start your business full-time. If you're new here, please like and subscribe and hit the little bell so that you know when I upload new videos, which I do about once a week. I'm Christine Nestler. On this channel, I talk about small business, how to run small business, how to grow small business, especially hiring and retaining extraordinary employees, how to thrive personally while you do that. All right, so let's get to it. Create a budget and track your spending for at least 3 months, I would say. You need to understand what your bottom line is, right? Money is going to come in a very different way when you're self-employed from what it does when you're getting a check every couple of weeks. You need to understand what you're going to have to save every month in order to cover those down times in your own business. And the best way to do that is to track your spending for a few months. Now, after you've tracked your spending, you want to look at that and kind of separate out what's the areas that you can cut, what's the areas that are absolute essentials, but then there's also your lifestyle essentials. So to give an example for those parents out there, you're not going to be cutting out birthdays, right? You're not going to be cutting out probably holiday spending or sports that they need to do. And so by tracking what you're spending, you can really look at it and be honest with yourself. What do you really need to have every month to keep a lifestyle that's at least comfortable? So now remember that if your employer is paying you, they're probably taking taxes out. Create a marketing plan. What I want to focus on is, what are your strengths? If you're a terrific writer, then maybe you should blog on your website. LinkedIn might be the right place for you, but writing is a great tool to use for marketing, and if you're good at that, go with that. Maybe your thing is in person, like you're one of those people that walks into a room of 200 people and you leave with 50 new friends and a bunch of business. If that's you, then you want to start getting an idea of what are the local events that are happening in your area and planning on going to those and going to those actually in advance. So maybe video is your thing and short, and so you should be thinking about TikTok and Facebook and Instagram too. But whatever it is, you want a plan so that you're getting the word out about your products and services. Gather your dream team. Your accountant, your insurance person, your bookkeeper, your marketing guru, and your lawyer. It might seem early to you, but you don't want to wait until you need someone to be then Googling accountants and picking the first person that answers the phone or your email. Number 2, join networking groups. They're going to be your support in so many ways, I can't even list them. I think the biggest thing that they'll do is they will stop you, hopefully, from asking your family and friends for advice about your small business. Do not ask your family and friends about advice about your small business because they love you. They're not going to want to see you suffer. They're not going to want to see you risk leaving your job. They're not the best people for advice about this stuff. So a networking group full of entrepreneurs is the place you want to go for advice about what to do and what not to do. Also a great marketing tool. My strong advice is, do not yet join a group that costs a lot of money. It's just not necessary at the beginning. And if they cost a lot of money, they are probably, and you're just starting, you're probably not ready for that level of support in any case. You do not need to spend a ton of money. Now here's the bonus tip of wisdom. I want you as soon as possible to find 3, 4, 5 people that you will meet with on a weekly basis that are doing something similar. Now, you need people that are kind of at the same stage you are. So maybe it's the idea stage and you're gathering some people together to discuss ideas and what sounds good. Maybe you've already started as a side hustle and you're thinking about going full-time. Wherever it is, it doesn't matter, but gather people at the same stage that you are. Go and gather your people. Now, the people don't have to be in the same space as you, or in the same place as you, I should say. We have learned over these last 2 years that virtual works. It's an option, right? So these might be people that live 1,000 miles away from you. But what's important is that you meet regularly. So I've always had a little group of people, real confidant hard stuff, right? Starting your own business is hard. There are days where you will question every single little thing that you do and know. And you need people to say it's okay. You need people to celebrate with you when you have those wins, those small wins and those big wins, because nobody else understands what it took to get those wins, especially those small ones when you're like, oh my gosh, the person called me back, right? You need people that really celebrate fully, and your family's gonna be like, oh, good. No, you need like, yeah, I can't believe it happened, you know? And then you need those people that when things go badly, and they're going to, are going to say to you, listen, it's just a blip. Think of yourself 5 years from now. You know that you're setting up a foundation that's going to be successful. Hang in there. We got your back. Vent all you want, but keep going. So this information was helpful to you. I hope you'll like and subscribe to the channel. Thanks so much for being here, and I will see you in the next video. Be well.